All right. So I know that one of the big things that you want to do as you are working with various apps is that you want to package them so that you can be able to upload them. So I do have previous tutorials where I was showing everyone how to use buildozer on your Linux system, Ubuntu. So here I'll be showing everyone a different method on how to be able to package your Kivy file. So here we're going to be using the Google Colab. Yes, so how does that work? So we will divide our tutorials into various sessions. So in the first session, I'm just going to be showing everyone how to set up your environment and everything so that you can be able to package your app. So I have here just the instructions of how to carry out this process. So don't worry about too much about everything that's here. I will send everything to the Telegram group, which I have in the description, and I will also paste this in the description as well so that you can be able to copy it. Yeah, and if you are unable to view it for some reason, just let me know, and then I can be able to message you, or yeah, just to ensure that you have those instructions on how to use Google Colab. Yeah, so let's go on and get started. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to go to your browser. So in this case we're using Chrome. So we're gonna search for Google Drive. Okay, and then we're signing into our Google Drive. So as you can see, for me, I'm already signed into my Google Drive, but maybe for you, you might need to sign in. So I'm already signed in already. You can sign in if you haven't. Yeah, but once you've signed in, what you're going to do is you're going to say new. You're going to press here, new, and then you're going to go to more. So when you hover over more, you're going to see here the options for Google Drawing, Google Maps, and so forth. But what we are looking for is Google Collaboratory. Sorry for butchering that word. Google Collaboratory, Google Colab. So that is what we're going to be using to package our Kivy app. So it's going to take some time, but it's opening. All right, so now it's open. So some things to note. So this is where you're going to be putting in your code. And if you press this icon here, this folder icon, that is where your folders will appear. The reason why they haven't occurred yet, it was because it was connecting, but now as you can see, the folders have appeared. So everything, all the folders I have, they're all here, and this is where I can be able to type in the code. So when I do type in the code here, everything that I install, it'll be installed in these folders on this side. So that is very important to note. And another important thing to note is that this button here, it's to run. So when I press that button, it runs the code that I type into this box here. All right, so what is the first thing we want to do now that we are in Google Colab? And we have our notebook that's created? What we want to do is the first thing we want to do is we want to install some updates and packages which are vital for packaging. So I have everything that you need to install here. So we have to update, and then we also have to install these various programs or packages here. It's quite a lot of them. So you don't have to worry about knowing, what exactly, those packages are. You can just simply copy all these 3 lines. So I'm copying using Control-C. So Control-C, I've copied it. And then now I'm going to paste it here by using Control-V. So it's pasted. As you can see, everything is pasted here. And now I can go in and run it. So it will take some time to update and install all the packages. So let's just wait for it. Okay, as you can see, we can scroll down and we can see what is being installed. Okay, so let's just give it some more time. Sorry, I don't have any music. Okay, all right, so now we have it. It's installed, as you can see, right? It's installed, it's finished, right? Yes. So how do you know that the code has finished running? You can see here, it shows here 36 seconds, a tick. So it took 36 seconds to install and upgrade whatever was in the code. So now we're gonna, here at the bottom, we can hover at the end of this code section, and then you can then press this button to add another section where you can be able to run another code. Alternatively, you can also press here as well to insert another code, whichever is more comfortable for you. For me, I can just hover here and then press here, and then now, as you can see, there's another box here where I can put the next code. Yes. So what we want to do now is we want to finally install Buildozer. Yes. So how we're going to do this, we're going to do this step by step so that to ensure that there's no mistake. So the first thing is we're going to copy this and paste it here. Let's run it. Okay, so it's cloning into Buildozer. And if you didn't notice yet, as I mentioned, everything that you are in, these are your folders, everything you're installing, you can see it on this side, on this panel here. Okay, so it's done. So now let's go on and see what we have to do next. So next we have to go into our Buildozer folder. So let's go on and do that. So let's hover over the end. Let's go into the Buildozer folder. Buildozer. Okay. Alright, so this shows now that we're in the Buildozer folder, content Buildozer, so that's where we are. And what we want to do now, we want to set up Python build. Okay, let's go on and run that. It won't take that long. Okay, so it's running the build. Okay, it's done. All right. And then finally, the last piece of code here. Let's also give it some time. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, just don't forget the dot here. I think I forgot the dot. Okay, it's running. As you can see now, successfully installed Buildozer. So now we've successfully installed Buildozer, so which means we can finally use Buildozer to package our Kivy project, whatever project we have. So now when it comes to packaging your code, what is very important, if you see at the next step, is that we have to create a folder and upload our files in that folder. So how do you do that? So on this side, on the left side, right, what you're going to do is you can just right click, and then you can say new folder. You can say new folder, and then you can name that folder whatever you want to name it. Yes, preferably it has to be just one word. Just try to not have spaces between whatever you're naming your folder. So I like naming my folder MyApp. So that is the folder. I've named it MyApp. So now that you've named your folder, what you're going to do is you're going to navigate into that folder. Yes, you're going to navigate into that folder. And why this is very important is because when you use Buildozer, you have to make sure that your Buildozer spec file is in that folder, right? Yes, so how do you make sure that everything is in that folder? So you're going to once again hover here to start the code. Then you're gonna navigate into that folder now, into MyApp folder. So what you need to do is, remember last time, which folder were we in? We were in the buildozer folder. So what we want to do is we want to come out of there. So let's go in and come out of that folder. Okay, so now we're out of that folder, and then we will now go into our new folder that we created, which is MyApp. Let's go into that folder. Yes, content MyApp. This shows now where we are. All right. So of course, when you package, you need to have the various your code and everything that you're going to be packaging. So you will need to upload it into this folder. So for example, how you upload is you will just simply press these three dots, and then you can say upload. Now it's very important that you go to the folder you're going to be uploading into, then you press the three dots on the right of that folder. You have to ensure you're uploading it in the right folder. So you press those three dots, then you upload. Yes, so you're going to upload your files. All right. So once you've uploaded your files and everything, that's where now you're going to do what? You're going to start setting up your buildozer spec file. So the first thing you do is you have to create a buildozer spec file by simply saying buildozer init. So you run that, and then you're going to be given this message. You can just say yes, it's fine. Okay, as you can see, file buildozer spec created, ready to customize. This is amazing. So in our folder, as you can see, my folder now, there's a spec file. So remember, this spec file must be where your code is. This is very, very important. Yes, and once everything is in, is there, and then you have your spec file. Now it's just a matter of editing your spec file to have the necessary requirements or adjustments so that you can be able to package your file. Yes, and also you can also adjust and edit your spec file within Google Colab as well. What you do is you can just double click on the buildozer spec file, and what you're going to see here on the right, the file will be opened. So that's where now you can edit the spec file, putting the requirements, what the name of your app is going to be, all the various things, the permissions and everything. So you will edit them here, and then you can save them. That's if you prefer to edit it here. Okay, and then after you've done everything, you have edited your spec file and everything, now you're going to do what? You're going to package your code. How do you package your code? You're just going to simply use this line here, buildozer Android debug. So I can just copy, paste it here. So you just run this. Of course, you're going to be asked again if you're sure. Yes, I'm sure. As you can see now, it has already begun packaging everything. Of course, there's nothing that I uploaded to package, so of course this won't really be it won't be a successful event as I didn't put anything there. But when you package an app for the very first time, it takes quite a long time. So it does require you to be to be a bit patient with it. You can also monitor the progress on how it's going, but it usually takes a lot of time. And do look out, especially for the first 15 minutes, as you're going to be required to accept some various license agreements. Just accept those by simply pressing Y. So you're going to get these sort of questions: accept, yes, no. You're going to just press your Y, enter, and then it's going to continue on. Just look out for that, and then voila, that's how it goes. Yes, so this is it for this tutorial. So on the next one, that is where now we're going to be actually packaging an app. I'm sure everyone is not really impressed by this since we were not actually packaging anything, but please refer to this video whenever you experience any errors in terms of setting up your Google Colab. Yes, because from the next tutorial onwards, we're just going to be focusing on what you need to put in your buildozer spec file to ensure that your app is packaged successfully without any errors, without crashing. I do apologize that I'm going to be only touching on Android phones, packaging an app for Android phones, as I currently do not have another kind of phone that I can be able to test on. Alright, yeah, so that's it. Please do let me know in the comments if there's anything that I can be able to adjust and do better. And that's it from me. Thank you.